everybody, this is Symphonic Hulk, and I'm coming at you with a redo of my 27th comic book haul. I streamed this live yesterday, but I ended up taking the video down. So anyway, let's get to the first order of business, and that is the drawing for the winner of the Hulk Hogan LJN action figure. So, we had 3 contestants. They are 64-page special, Iron Fist Monkey, and Joker 68. I have a die here. The P here is a 6. Just a normal one. So if it's a 1, the prize goes to 64-page special. A 2, it goes to Iron Fist Monkey. 3, it goes to Joker 68. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, we'll re-roll. That's 4. Wow. Very hard to see what we will re-roll. Here's a 2. So it goes to Iron Fist Monkey. I will get your prize out to you sometime in the near future. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but if I'm busy, it sometimes can drag out a little bit. So, moving on to next week's quiz, or trivia question. We have the prize is Gotham Girls #1, the Catwoman cover. And I've already asked this question. It was asked on my Oops, I Did It Again, the Elk Redux live stream I did yesterday after I took down my live haul. So here we go again. The question is as follows. What Wonder Woman issue? So it's a Wonder Woman title. Doesn't have to be Wonder Woman. Features the first published cover artwork of Jenny Friesen on Wonder Woman. So again, what issue of Wonder Woman features the first published artwork of Jenny Friesen? Of Wonder Woman. There you go. So, email your answers to elk.prizes@gmail.com. If you've already emailed me and answered the question, you don't need to email me again. I have your information. I do want to say the only official entries are entries received at my Gmail account, elk.prizes@gmail.com. Other forms of communication won't be accepted, only because it's just too much for me to keep up with. Anyway, alright, moving on. So, here are the books that we're going to go through today. We're going to start with DC titles. And these are actually, if you watched the live stream yesterday, there's a couple of additional books here because I got some in the mail and then I went to New Comic Book Day. I was lucky enough to pick up the Josh Middleton cover for Batgirl 23. I love this cover. I think it's great. I am a little bit disappointed at the number of comic book stores who really jacked up the price of this issue. Now, look, it's going for $20, $30 on eBay, and they need to make their money, and I think it's fair that, you know, they shouldn't have to sell it at cover price then when a bunch of people then turn around and sell those copies on eBay. With that said, I don't know. I feel a little odd walking into a store and buying something, seeing it, I should say, I didn't buy it, for a price that's several times cover when it's not a ratio variant. There's nothing special or rare about it. Anyway, I picked it up. It's a really awesome cover. Good stuff. Also picked up the Josh Middleton Aquaman number 36 from last week. Picked up the Mattina cover for Flash 47. Picked up the Mattina cover for Suicide Squad 42. Picked up the Jenny Friesen cover for Wonder Woman 47. Let me give you a hint that this is not the answer to the question, obviously. I did dig through some back issues today. Got a 52 week 9, which is apparently the first cameo appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman. I know the other big ones are 7, which is I believe the first appearance of Kate Kane, and then 11, which I believe is the first full appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman. I picked up the Doom Patrol number 19. This is the first appearance of Crazy Jane. Crazy Jane has been added to Doom Patrol television show, so this is a good pickup if you can find it. I picked up The Brightest Day number 14, which is the first appearance of the White Lantern Batman, and a really cool David Finch cover. I picked up Batman and Robin Adventures number 21. This is the one that just has the Batgirl pin-up cover. Looks really cool. Then I was really lucky enough, and I'm psyched to have it. I got Gotham City Sirens number 1, the J.G. Jones variant, the 1 in 25. I have never seen this out in the wild. This was the first time I had ever seen it at a con or anything. I'm not saying that they weren't there. I just never noticed. And I'm super jazzed that I was able to pick this up. All right, moving on to independent titles. So I got this in today from Unknown Comics. Kind of wish I hadn't bought it, but did. So that's where we are. So I picked up the 3-pack of Vampironica number 1. Afterlife with Archie is to me one of the best series that's been put out in the last 5 to 10 years. It's really amazing. So I do want to support these Archie books. There's the Jughead Wolverine, or Werewolf, not Wolverine. So yeah, I got this. This is the Elias Chedzadis variant, the trade dress. Here is the Virgin variant, and then this is the Betty is Surprised Virgin C2E2 variant. I picked up Barrier, the free comic book day copy. This is signed by Brian K. Vaughan. So that's awesome. I picked it up because of the Brian K. Vaughan signature. And one thing that's nice about this free comic book day one is it doesn't have the extra inch of length. It's interesting that how I'm phrasing this, I suppose. That the actual first copy is. I've heard good things about this. I have not read it. I picked up Dark Horse Presents number 24. This is the first appearance in comics of Aliens. Picked up Spawn 87, the newsstand edition. This is also the first appearance of Maman. Picked up 2 copies of Spawn 141, the first appearance of She-Spawn, and I can guarantee you that at least one, if not both of these copies, will be given away at some point. Picked up Gen 13 number 1, the J. Scott Campbell cutout cover variant. I already showed this on one of my live streams, but it's not officially in a haul, so now it is. This is Sally Forth, number 8, the Adam Hughes cover. It's super hard to find. I think it's an amazing, amazing cover. I wasn't familiar with Sally Forth, and I flipped through the inside of it. Yeah, it's not a comic book for kids. Not at all. So, I also picked up the Tick Special Edition number 2. This is the second appearance of Tick in comics. I have the Tick Special Edition number 1, the first appearance of Tick in comics. Tick's first appearance and first, second, and third appearance are in New England Comics newsletter. I believe, like, let's say 14, 15, and 16, so right around there. Those are nearly impossible to find. I was lucky enough to pick up the second appearance a while back. They're made on newspaper, so very difficult to find. So anyway, I was happy to pick this one up. All right, I picked up two slab copies Valiant titles. So, growing up, loved Valiant. I actually own both of these books, but I owned them from when I was a kid, so they're not in good condition. So I got these for a great price. So I got Solar, Man of the Atom #1, CBCS 9.8. This is the first appearance of this Valiant Solar. And I picked up Magnus Robot Fighter, a 9.6 CBCS. And this is the first title in Valiant Comics, so the first Valiant universe. Pretty cool. Okay, moving on to Marvel books. So I picked up the 5th printing of Thanos 13. So I guess this is like half of the lenticular cover. Yeah, there are a lot of these 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th printings of this book, and man, it's starting to. Let's just say I passed on a lot of them today from some of the issues. But I went ahead and picked this one up. I picked up the Art Joan cover for Black Panther, not the Virgin one. I wasn't able to find it for a price that I would pay. Picked up the Young Guns variant for Venom #1. Picked up the J. Scott Campbell variant cover for Venom #1. It's 1 in 50, but there's like a billion of them because 1 billion of these Venom #1s and the mini covers that they had were printed. A lot of people don't like the cover, but I do. I think it's pretty cool. Picked up the newsstand edition of Conan 275. This was the last issue and has a little print run. Picked up Moon Knight 195, the Deadpool cover. Picked up Moon Knight Silent Night one shot. Love Christmas issues. I haven't bought them as much lately, but certainly in a lot of my earlier hauls you could see Christmas themed and Santa Claus themed comics that I would get. So pick this one up. Picked up a second copy of The Vengeance of Moon Knight #9, the J. Scott Campbell cover. I showed one of these a haul or two ago, and I had bought it not knowing that or not looking at it well enough, finding out that it had a bunch of printing errors. So picked up another one. I picked up A Year of Marvels, The Incredible #1. It's somewhat hard to find issue with All New Wolverine or X-23 to team up. Picked up A-Next #10, the second cameo appearance of Hope Pym. Also got Venom vs. Carnage #2. This is the first appearance of Toxin. I actually got this for $3. This is blown up recently and got really expensive, and so it was odd. So I got it for $3, but it was marked down from 10 to 3. So I don't know. I guess I got lucky. I picked up Avengers: The Children's Crusade #3, the Art Adams variant cover. It's 1 in 15. I also showed this in live streams recently. I picked up Deadpool #1. This is from the second limited series, and is the first appearance of Dr. Cobra. I picked up the Silver Surfer 45. So 44 is the important one. It's the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet, but this is actually the first issue where the Infinity Gauntlet is named. So it was worth $1. Picked up Star Wars #40. This is just an iconic cover. I mean, it's really, when it comes to covers, it's kind of hard to ask for a better one than this, in my opinion. The AT-ATs, really awesome. The Snow Speeders, pretty cool. Also picked up Star Wars 43. This is the first appearance of Lando Calrissian in comics, and if you ask me, you can get this book really cheap, criminally underpriced. I think it's definitely worth a pick up. Lando is a great character. Apparently, Donald Glover does a really good job playing him in the new Han Solo movie. So I've heard. So yeah, I definitely think this is worth getting. Picked up G.I. Joe number 155. This is the last issue and is subsequently hard to find. Alright. Picked up Transformers number 5. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. I just think that it is amazing. Shockwave is my favorite Transformers character. I mean, let me rephrase that. He's to me, the coolest looking Transformer there is. Love him. I mean, I guess Optimus Prime is probably my favorite in Megatron, but man, Shockwave, definitely awesome. This cover is amazing. It's in terrible shape, but I got it for either $1 or $3, so couldn't pass it up since I don't have it. Also found Transformers number 80. This is the last Transformers issue, and is hard to find. And actually a really cool cover. Not really sure who that Transformer is. He definitely looks cool. I mean, obviously the back is Optimus Prime, but I don't know. Found Iron Fist 15. This is the first appearance of Bushmaster. So apparently this is somewhat hot. Found The Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the annual number 1, not number 1. This is in really bad condition, but I didn't own it, and I found it for a good price. And this is the first appearance of the Sinister Six. I really love the way they did the Spider-Man. Right there. Found Avengers 112. So this is the first appearance of Mantis. For whatever reason, I thought I had most of the Avenger keys. Not that there are that many of them. And I guess I just missed this one. I don't know. When I was buying them, maybe 112 wasn't a key, so I skipped it. Which was a shame, because it is now. So, moving on. Alright. I've also shown this in one of my last live videos that wasn't a haul. This is Captain America number 7. This is the Mike Perkins variant cover. It's 150, Venomized 2012. Pretty cool. These books are worth a lot, surprisingly. So because they're I guess rare, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I picked up Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 1, the Von Eden variant. It's the first appearance of Moon Girl, and the variants 1 and 25. There's a Moon Girl movie, I believe, coming out. I really think that there's a lot of potential for this book. So, glad I picked it up. I picked up the Maximum Carnage free promo that was given away with the game that came out in '94. It came out for the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. So this was an Acclaim promo. Super hard to find. Really a really cool cover. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, I was looking at to find that. Yeah, and I finally picked up the Eternals number 1. It's the first appearance of the Eternals, and this one is one of the price variants. So I was lucky to find it finally for a good price. It's not in super great condition, but yeah, you know, having the price variant to me is definitely worth it. And the last book that I'm going to show everyone is Star Wars number 1, the 35-cent price variant. It's a 4.0 CGC restored. It's unfortunately that it is a purple label. The restoration is just little color pieces here and there. So, you know, everything's still essentially legit to the book. It was just where someone had kind of gone in and tried to color stuff. It's unfortunately they did that. Normally, I'm not for getting restored stuff. I try to stay away from it for obvious reasons. The most being is, to me, condition's not that big of a deal, but it being legit, every piece of it being there and being the original is really important to me. But as some of you know, I collect a lot of vintage Star Wars figures. I have, sometimes you can kind of see them behind the comics, but I also have a lot of the rare and hard to find ones. So this comic will actually not go into my comic collection. It will it'll go into the Star Wars part of it, and there I'm a little less concerned about resale, and not that I really ever sell anything, but yeah, I just wasn't, for the price that this thing goes for, I wasn't going to get a really nice copy of it, because at that point I would just rather spend it on a Marvel or DC Silver Age high-end key, because these things go for a lot. So yeah, anyway, I'm really happy to have this. It's going to go great in my collection, and at some point I am going to start going over my Star Wars stuff in depth on my channel. I know that there's interest for it. Most of it is I just don't have time, and it's kind of behind my comics and hard to get to. Anyway, it's 20 minutes in, so I feel like I should probably say adios, and yeah. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me. A special thanks to those people who have watched me do this haul already and wondered why I deleted the video. Yeah, I will talk to you soon. Thanks, and have a great day. Goodbye.